Processing. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Satisfactory.
You always knew that as Roz was raising a gosling and didn't know how to do it, that Brightbill was going to grow up and he wasn't going to be really acting like a gosling was supposed to act. In our exploration of that whole idea, we boarded this sequence where Roz's overprotection was causing Brightbill to grow up, I guess, wrong. Eventually, we changed the concept so that Brightbill was acting more like a robot than a proper goose. But this is a version where we see how her overprotective nature was causing Brightbill to be a bit of an outcast. And Pinktail had to come in and give her a little bit of advice about how she was overdoing it.
Me to introduce myself. Fink, predator and local goose expert. Okay, I won't eat him.
Are you crazy? I might eat him.
Noted. I have some essential needs. Are you kidding? Everything is working great.
Yeah, you should work on that.
Swimming's easy. I can teach him the way my mom taught me. Swim!
Fink.
Is it normal to burp this much? Try it. Ugh, squirrels.
0001.
Okay, that sucked.
That sucks.
Come on, find that woo inside you.
Woo, 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 woo.
Anything yet?
No.
Oh, that's nice.
Comfortable.
My mom would rock me to sleep. Like this.
That will damage him.
Hey, I turned out just fine.
Love.
Yeah, well, when you grow up without something, you spend a lot of time thinking about it. Now, skunk! Skunk! Skunky, skunky, skunky! Boo! Oh, thanks for talking so much. Now I know who to eat first. Roz! I'll see you all for dinner! This is not over!
Yes.
It wasn't her fault, kid.
You are not a goose expert, are you?
I know how they taste. That's about it. Hey, little guy. Fly like you, not like them.
I will.
Yeah, and you can go to that place you've never been.
Yes!
Yes! Roz? Roz! Hey! Breaking the rules? I thought you had to do what they told you.
It is good to see a friend. Why are you interested in eliminating everyone else from this island?
No one likes me?
What are you doing here, jerk?
Bummer, this one's dead. No! Think only!
Anyone see my lost
Because of her. The thing. The monster. Well, her name is Roz. All she's been trying to do is raise her kid. Despite my suggestion that she let you all freeze. Flying your butt off back there. I'm so proud of you. Oops.
Now you.
I already did.
Now say I'm cool and don't lie.
You can tell me.
And me. Pressing personal. Brightbill. Is that satisfactory?
Brightbill. Processing. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Satisfactory.
You swam satisfactorily today, and if you keep practicing...
I still won't belong.
I understand.
You don't understand anything. You don't feel anything. You're not my mom.
I need you. What if I get lost, or he's hurt, or what if I need to tell you something and you're not here?
This is my migration, and when it is time, I promise I...
Stations.
We must descend! Find shelter while this blows over! Stay close! There! Stay hidden. We can rest here till the worst is over.
Migrations sure are tiring, huh?
Yeah, they all hate me.
Roz? Roz! What are you doing here? I'm so glad to see you.
Task acquired!
Please, everyone, find your formation! Get a hold of yourselves! You're not afraid of them. You grew up with these things. They're panicked. You're not. I'm going to get them to follow you! Now! Brightbill, take lead!
There's nothing I can do that you can't. Here we go!
Brightbill, he's alive.
Let's hear it for Brightbill!
Find that, woo inside you.
Searching.
Anything yet?
No.
Just have a little fun for once.
One of the coolest things, I think, is that they shied away from giving Roz a human-like face. Her face is just 2 circles. She doesn't have a nose, she doesn't have a mouth, and therefore, she doesn't have expression as we would expect it. And yet, there's so much empathy we get from her as she evolves into a more individualized being.
In general, I gravitate towards robots that don't have a lot of stuff going on in their faces. And so we project emotion onto them. It's a limitation that the animators went with and pushed them to places that were amazing.
She's our main character, and we had to sort of find a quick way to empathize with her. So if you put too many layers of fancy robotic business, you make an unnecessary filter between the audience and the character.
Even though Roz does not have a mouth, Roz is very expressive. She's got these running lights on her that were originally not a big part of the movie, but as animation started to come in, the animators were using the running
through line and theme of just going through life hurdles and trials and things like that.
Eat.
To Brightbill, this is a story about belonging and how you seek it, how you find yourself, because oftentimes we may display traits that seem limiting to the world, and those limitations can be projected on us. But I think it's important to remain true to your essence and to dare to be more than even the world may expect you to be.
A lot of times we don't know how to give ourselves permission for that.
Why did you steal my gosling?
I'm a fox. I do foxy things. It's in my nature. A character like Fink is incredibly charming, devious, so it's my kind of excuse to be like, this is what I want to do. Roz, remember how things work here.
Stop it, Fink.
One of the things I love about Fink, he is more dimensional in the end of the process than he was at the beginning. He's the one behind this little guy before Brightbill flies away for the migration.
Hey, little guy, fly like you, not like them.
I will.
I started in the days of analog hand-drawn animation, and I'm really, really grateful for that, because seeing people paint and create these things is like nothing else on earth. CG animation eventually got to the point where, we were all dazzled by it, and as a director, one of my favorite things that I got with CG animation is the ability to move the camera. Moving the camera in space is a huge part of storytelling, but one of the things that we lost was some of the details and the warmth that you get in these hand-drawn characters.
Stylistically, we started really pushing different painting styles, and along with the color and the way we were thinking about lighting, all those things coincided, and I think giving us a fresh new take on how to depict nature.
It's a completely different style of movie from what we are doing normally. We try to work a little bit like the 2D artists would work in Photoshop, where basically they work in layer.
All those little touches look the way they do because an artist did it.
The Wild Robot is everyone's voices all together.
You need to learn how things work on this island.
I miss her when she sleeps too.
Hello.
Hello, bonjour, konnichiwa, hujambo. I'm Gosling0186. You can call me Brightbill.
What's with the stuff?
My mother expresses love through synergistic systems of layered security.
Why do you look so cool?
It's the helmet and the floaty things, but mostly the danger feelers.
Amazing.
And I am a wild robot.
Allow me to introduce myself. Fink, predator and local goose expert.
As a local goose expert, how do I get to eat swim fly?
I thought you'd never ask.
Why did you steal my gosling?
I'm a fox. I do foxy things. It's in my nature. It's okay. I won't eat him. Are you crazy? I might eat him.
You said you would not.
Do you believe everything you hear?
Yes.
Noted. Why'd you help me?
I'm a robot. I do robot-y things.
I'm here for a honey lunch!
I believe I am under attack.
You're doing great.
How do goslings normally do this?
Here you go, kid.
Phase 1 of task is completed.
Here. How did you get a gosling anyway?
There was an accident. I terminated his family.
For future reference, you probably want to keep all that to yourself.
I also need a replacement transmitter.
When we run across another robot, we'll kill it and take its transmitter. Swimming's easy. I can teach him the way my mom taught me. Swim! Fact is, even if his whole family hadn't been killed, he probably wouldn't have lived very long. If you don't want me or anyone else to eat him, you're gonna need a place that's safer than out here. If you want, I could eat him right now and save you the grief later.
Negative. Are you sure Paddler will not mind us borrowing his home?
He doesn't need to know.
I say, keep your trash out of my pond. That's littering, not to mention murder.
And that's what happens to your brain when you eat wood, weirdo!
Humor is based on misfortune?
He needs room for me and my stuff. Better. Spends every day trying to cut down the biggest tree on the island.
You can call me Roz.
Roz!
Failing this is not the point. The process is the art.
Try it. Not funny.
I assign to you, Gosling. 0001.
Okay, that sucked.
Home?
A little rustic.
Gosling 0186. There. You see what I did?
His name can't have numbers. It's like someone didn't even like him. You gotta learn to make stuff up. Come on.
This house of yours? You copied it. It's my design. I know where you live.
Brightbill. Is that satisfactory?
Satisfactory.
He was all alone.
Because the rest of his family was destroyed.
Not yet.
How did my mama come to me from so far away?
She loves you very much.
The story worked. To conserve battery power, I must shut down until morning.
I miss her when she sleeps too.